Well, it was bound to happen eventually. I guess everybody hates Rakai. So let's see what this guy Omizi got to say about the situation.
The charming demeanor and silly antics of Rakai are not phasing people anymore, and the whole allure is starting to wear off.
People watching.
Oh, really? Is it, buddy? Let's see. I don't know.
I'm saying this as a mother.
I guess this is the kind of content that these guys, whatever his name is, thinks is interesting, so I don't know. I'm just here to react because I'm curious. Like, I never cared about Rakai, if I'm being real. I think it's only people like this dork. He makes interesting videos, I'll give him that, but like, I don't think anybody who was employed ever cared about Rakai, buddy.
You understand where we are right now. We already see how they perceive us.
Boy! Wait!
Just please. This is a little dramatic, sweetheart.
Give me a hug.
Sweetheart, I know you're recording right now.
That's
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you
I'm
to
gonna
show.
just say, like, they act so cringe. If you're in 2026 watching Rakai, you gotta be a child or you gotta be a little slow on the spectrum or something, you know? Because why else are you watching this kind of stuff, bro? Makes no sense.
Your friends. Content.
I'm listening. Let her talk. Let her talk.
Rakai is turning into internet enemy number one in the social media space due to the lack of self-awareness, due to the immaturity, and honestly, just what people have been labeling as Rakai fatigue. These nuisance streamers going out in public, doing anything they want, saying anything they want, and just not taking into consideration anybody and everybody's feeling. Before we get into this video, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It will go greatly far in this unemployed community. Now, back into the comments. I saw
Subscribe
this
to
video
me, though.
circulating
if you're
around.
watching this, make sure you hit subscribe on my channel. Not his.
Kai and what seemed to be his friends, potentially his brother. I can't remember if any of these are his brothers or not. Going into a pet store and doing their normal, usual activities. Now, I'm pretty sure they were loud. I'm pretty sure they were obnoxious. I'm pretty sure they were, you know, getting on the nerves of the consumers in the store, the people of the store. And after spending some time in there, this older woman just wanted to put them up on game. You know, give them a word of advice through her experienced lens. But as you can tell from the interaction, it just wasn't received well. It even got to a point where one of the homeboys in the group was saying, "I don't give a f," which is super weird to somebody doing this in a nice, calm manner. She wasn't loud, she wasn't rude, she was respectful, she was helpful.
Man, he's just looking for attention. Come on now. That's all this is, people. If you want to get attention, you got to act like an ignorant asshole. It's common sense out here.
To grab each and every one of them and say, you know, hey, as a friend, don't let this young man,
especially on the internet. I'm not talking about like everyday life. If you want to get attention on the internet, you got to be a degenerate. You got to, you know, be disrespectful, rude. I ain't make the rules. I'm not going to break them.
Self-destruct. Don't let these things happen to him. And I did notice Rakai stepping in and wanting to listen, but ultimately this whole video was just not a good look on him and his collective. Now, as I scrolled through the comment section of that video, there were so many people saying that they had so many issues with one young Rakai. Get him off the app. He's terrible.
Yo, I just want to say, this guy is always talking about these young streamers. Like, I guess it's content. Anything is content. That's why I'm reacting to this video, but quite honestly, this guy's just as bad as Rakai. Wherever he is. We'll go back, but
people say they have black fatigue, etc., etc., on and
just
on
as
and
bad
on.
as
Now, I would like to
Rakai.
say that this is one event, but there are multiple events that are leading people to having this sort of criticism about Rakai.
Nummy. Nummy.
Come in. I got this chill a little bit. Hey, bro. The fucking Dominican Day Parade. Well, you kissed him on the... Huh?
We're gonna have mixed babies.
Oh, I like to hear that. I like to hear that. Don't tell me that. Give me on.
look, he looks jealous over there. He's shaking his head like, nah. Come on, man. Let the youngins live. They're making their bread. They're doing their thing. Stop being a hater, you old unk, you old gramps.
Give me on. I don't want another allegation, bro.
One of the problems is that Rakai is essentially allowed to be a child star without any sort of supervision. Now, we've seen how child stars have ended up before, but the difference...
I just want to say, this guy is a straight up hater. You could tell from the way he's talking about Rakai, man. You gotta watch out for these kinds of people. Culture vulture, that's what I call him. Just looking for anything for clout. But that's what I'm doing too, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it off him, so he's doing that off Rakai. It's just a trickling down, I guess. Trickle down economics. But this guy, man, you could tell he's a little snake. And he looks like Rakai. They look like they could be brothers, him and Rakai.
is that on Hollywood sets, you know, more traditional environments, there is a law that means that you have to have some sort of parental supervision. The only sort of supervision that Rakai has in these different places and spaces are the adults surrounding him. And this isn't a full-on indictment of these people around him because they, you know, should be having his best interest, and I don't think that they put him in the worst situations possible. But ultimately, that's not their responsibility. He's not their child. For what it's worth, he's not a blood relative or anything like that. And honestly, because of the way that things have gone for so long, their words can only go but so far. So then we get into these situations where Rakai bubbles over after doing extreme thing after extreme thing after extreme thing, only for it to then get his mother's attention, for him to have to be reeled back in. Just like after that Streamer Awards situation where Rakai was called out on stage for stealing a poinsettia from Walmart. QT Cinderella made a joke, and then in his reaction, Rakai, maybe a valid crash out, went too far in the reaction. This will cause his mom to have to handle him the way that a parent should handle the child.
No. What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen?
Still bad joke. L joke.
You wanna know what I was gonna say? I'll say, listen, bitch. What's the coolest dick you ever sucked? Get the fuck off my dick.
Yeah. I like that, man. I like that. That's a good reply. Quick, smart, witty, man. Honest, on the right timing, you know what I mean? She want to say, what's the best thing you stole? He say, what's the best dick you sucked, ho? Can't blame him, man. That's a good response.
Lord, I was gonna say that shit to her face, bro. And for everybody. But I had to just sit down and think. I'm black, petite, sit the fuck down and chill. I was gonna say that shit. I was like, bitch, what's the coolest dick you ever fucking sucked? You ugly bitch. To her, I was gonna say that. But I just calmed down, bro, and you know, and like,
I see why people watch him. Low key, he remind me of like a young Kevin Hart, yo. They got the same kind of personality, low key. And then this guy reminds me of like a Samuel L. Jackson, angry looking ass, like an old Samuel Jackson.
see why she even said that shit. Cause whole time, now I get it. Like, she said it cause, you know, I got banned for giving that girl flowers. But she didn't really understand is that whole time, I have my assistant tell the lady that she never bought it, she put it back. But that wasn't on camera, so, but, fuck you, bitch! Nah, real shit, fuck you!
Would even think of anything like that? I'm so confused. Like, did you really tell that woman that? Are you losing your...
All you could say, he knows how to clip farm, man. He knows how to get people's attention, get them talking about him. That's one thing I'll give Rakai a lot of credit for, clip farming.
Well, like...
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm saying...
Okay, so...
I'm saying the only thing the reason why I said that is because she said what she said.
Regardless of the fact that is not how you carry yourself. That is not how you talk to a woman. First of all, I raised you way better than that. So guess what?
You know what? You get what you give, yo. She wants to make a smart remark about Rakai. Why can't he make one back? But that's his mom, you know, so he got to listen to her.
Coming home since you think you're grown. I'm booking your flight tomorrow.
And I do think it is good that his mother still treats him as if he is a young man growing up, showing him that, hey, this is right, this is wrong, and still has some sort of hand guiding him in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And based off of how his brother reacted to that whole interaction and him having to come home, I do think that his mother actually does lay the law down when she is around. Like, she got a firm hand on the back of that neck like he a puppy.
Womp, womp, womp. Womp, womp, womp. Back to Syracuse you go. See, you fucking up. You fucking up. BTA is coming for that ass. Nigga, feel me? Back to Syracuse. Listen. That's the only way to beat that nigga ass. He been too bad. Yeah. Realistically, that nigga been too bad, too reckless.
A little ass whooping will set him straight.
But there's two issues with this style of discipline. Now, I'm not judging his mother. She makes the decisions in the household. I'm not in their household to make those types of decisions. But ultimately, he is going to have to come back. Technically, at this point, content creating is his job. There's an opportunity in Atlanta to be with these guys and make a whole bunch of money. You know, he has to come back. And number two, he already knows as a content creator what it takes in order to get money, views, success, fame, and popularity. So when he's not underneath that wing, when he's not underneath any sort of supervision, guess what he's gonna revert to? Being the same guy that he was that got him in trouble with the whole internet social media sphere. By the time Rakai returned from his hiatus, Kai Cenat and his ex-girlfriend Gigi had broken up. Now, naturally, everyone had their opinions. Hell, I made a video about it. But that doesn't mean that you can say what you want to say.
I made a video about it too, man. Yo, go check the page. You could see about why Kai Cenat got cheated on, man. It can happen to anybody. So yeah, go to my page, check out that video if you haven't yet. I'll link it at the end of this video. Back to this.
Say when you want to say it. You just got in trouble for talking about QT Cinderella in a certain type of fashion. Your mother already corrected you for that. Why did you think it was okay to come back on your first stream since your hiatus to address Gigi in this fashion?
Fuck you, Gigi. Fuck you, bitch. Do out of your fucking life.
Yo, he's such a hater, bro. That's what I'm gathering from this video. He could comment on anybody however he feels like he wants to, man. He's his own person. Freedom of speech. This is America, buddy. This big head ass. I think he forgets about freedom of speech or something.
Things like that. So fuck you, bitch. Yeah, bitch, cry. Bitch, your life is fucking over. Pussy. Fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, and plus Kai is his boy. Come on now. If your boy gets cheated on, how you gonna talk about the girl? You'd be like, oh, she's a good girl. She's such a good person. Come on, look at this clown over here. Man, look at this clown over here. He's just hating. He's a hater.
Fucking life playing my fucking mans like that. Pussy. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And guess what, my nigga? And guess the fuck what? Guess what? That just shows. And that made me almost break up my girlfriend. I'm like, Brady, my broke ass. Like, bro, that nigga gave you fucking everything. Fuck you, bitch.
Yo, he's funny, dog. He's
Oh my
actually
God.
funny.
Rakai needs his ass whooped.
Sometimes I think that Rakai forgets that he's an extension of Kai Cenat. And
Man, the
everything
thing is,
that you
too-
do in the public eye will ultimately fall back on him. Now, I know that that's not the way that we want this internet thing to work, but sadly it is. Now it's twofold. You're gonna get people looking at you sideways because you're stepping out of pocket talking about this young woman. Granted, she might have did something that was despicable. She might have did something that was horrible. Your mother just told you that there's a certain way that you talk about women, and that's not the way that you're supposed to do. And also, understanding that you are your brother's keeper means that you can't just do and say whatever you want to do. Part of me feels as though he's headed down this path of following what his chat and the rest of the internet say, so he kind of acts accordingly. So even in his apology towards Gigi, because he knew that it was wrong, he starts blaming it on AI, putting it off on other things, and not really taking 100% accountability for him stepping out of pocket and the immaturity that he displayed.
Guys, I want to say, I do apologize for what I said about Gigi. It was very immature of me. Now I did have to apologize for what I said, and that was AI, bro. I tell you, that nigga, stop believing AI all the time, bro. You know, and I very apologize for what I said about Gigi, bro. Cause you never know what she's going through, bro. You know, there's a lot of people that's backstabbing. I mean, not backstabbing her, but like, you know, like texting her, like rude things. And, you know, it honestly can hurt somebody's feelings, bro. So you know, I just honestly pray for her, gang. Yo, my baby shed a tear, gang, right now, gang, cause it's like.
And now these are the reasons why I see people on the internet saying that they have hashtag Rakai fatigue.
I am going to talk about Rakai again because what is happening on this Mafia-thon?
Yeah, you know, I noticed too. The only people who really be talking about him like this are black people, man. They just be jealous of Rakai or something. Why y'all hating on your own kind? Come on, man. Rakai, he's doing what he feels is okay. And quite honestly, they are some thoughts. Let's be real. Kai Cenat's girl thought. The other girl thought. Rakai's just speaking the truth, man. He's not doing nothing else. Stop being haters of your own kind. God.
Who defended the fact that like, oh, he's just a kid and like blah 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 and bobbity boo. Okay, honestly, he is just a kid, but once again, I'm not blaming the child. I'm blaming the adults around the child. And for all y'all who are like, it's not his responsibility to raise him, blah 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 boobity bop bop.
Blah,
This
blah,
is
blah.
still
Exactly,
weird. I'm
that's
not even
what I'm
saying
Her blah 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 blah. Like, bro, be quiet. Move on.
this is, oh my god, like I can't believe they're not being more responsible with him. They need to be more like parents. No, this is weird. I'm sorry, but at my age, I would genuinely never want to hang out with a 17-year-old.
There's no way grown adults find Rakai funny.
Good for
Like, I just
you.
refuse to.
And I don't think he'd want to hang out with you either. Look at her. You think Rakai wants to hang out with her? Come on, buddy.
No, this is weird. I'm sorry, but at my
Refuse to believe it, because every time I see a clip of this man, it's him in either some drama, him being annoying, or him taking zero accountability. Because I saw some clip of him scamming another streamer clicks out of money because he lost a bet but he didn't want to pay it up, and that type of shit is just the tip of the iceberg for what he does. But then he's also been in controversy for shoplifting and reckless driving and just doing X, Y, and Z in scandals to, get his Twitch ban. And like, I know I don't find it funny because I'm a grown
I
adult.
remember Rakai was driving. Wasn't even looking at the road, and he crashed his car, and he's just texting. He's just texting us. He was going pretty slow, granted. Oh no, he didn't crash. He almost crashed. But he did not crash. I'm thinking of a different streamer that crashed. A lot of them crashed, man. It's not just Rakai. Go look at just Google streamer crashing car. You'll see a lot of him. So it's pretty common. And he's young. He's growing up, man. That's why people find him interesting. He's young. Most of the successful people are like Unc over here, like Grandpa. He's about to start turning bald. Like, that's why the kids are interested in Rakai. He's young. He's funny. That's why. You're just too old. You don't get it. Same with him. Same with me. Like, I don't watch Rakai, but I can understand the appeal. It's not rocket science, buddy. It's not that complicated.
I have some maturity, but I don't know how other people do.
And if it was a little teenage girl doing the shit that Rakai was doing, she wouldn't be popular. And I would not think it's funny. Y'all wouldn't
Yes,
think
she
it's
would.
cute.
Bad baby or whatever her name is. Like, let me name of a couple others. Hold up. Lil Tay. What are you talking about, bro? I could think of others too, but I don't know them like that because that's kind of weird. But just like Bad Baby and Lil Tay, they're literally like Rakai's age. They're doing the same type of degenerate content, and they're blowing up. They're famous because of it. So, what you're saying is not true.
Or cool. But since it's a little teenage boy doing the shit, y'all are okay with it. And the thing is, y'all gonna be mad when he grow up to be a man, and this man ain't shit, but y'all were okay with him doing the shit as a teenager. So y'all not inspiring him to grow at all. This little nigga is gonna be a piece of shit. I can already tell. And I hate to talk about
Bro,
kids.
these people
but
sound like jealous haters. I'm gonna be real. Rakai probably has done more than you'll ever do in your whole life. I'm talking about like giving back to the community, being like a good person. He probably did more than she'll ever do her entire life, and they're about the same age. She just looks like a hater. And look, she got 2 nose piercings. Come on, that screams mental illness. Take out that bull ring, and then like look at that one hanging all the way down. Like, okay.
just chill. Like, what? Like, besides the streaming shit, and I'm glad that that's an avenue for him. But other than that, like, if streaming wasn't a thing, this nigga wouldn't be anything. Good thing he met Kai, because good God, he is like. I hate to talk about kids like
She
this.
looks like Rakai too. They look similar. She's just a jealous hater.
But Jesus Christ, he's a lost cause.
Now, you know how they say history repeats itself? Well, I feel like I've seen this stuff before. Every time a young black streamer comes onto the scene, they pretty much get hit with the same label as Rakai does. You got the older generation hating on him. They say edgy jokes. They say he's going too far. Where's the parents? Who's stopping them, etc., etc. And while I do think some of the criticism is valid, ultimately I sit in the middle. I remember how iShowSpeed came up. He literally got famous off the Who Gon' Stop Me clip with Ash Cash.
Who gonna stop me?
I will.
Who's gonna stop me?
And now look at where iShowSpeed is. He is sitting in Africa, uniting people left, right, and sideways. And some of the same criticism that I hear about Rakai today are some of the same things that I heard about Kai in the past. I remember when people made jokes about him sticking his hand in the tip jar at a Chipotle or whatever fast food restaurant, saying he was the most annoying thing in the world. And hell, even to this day, people still call him the most annoying thing in the world. But I think the perspective has totally flipped on him. And when I tap into a Rakai stream, I see the people before him him on camera all over again, just in another year.
Nobody really speaks on how ISO Speed has completely turned the narrative around on his career, bro. I remember years ago, people was talking like ISO Speed was like he was like a parasite to kids. You feel me? Like he was a parasite to the community.
They were doing the
was talking about
same thing. Like they have the same kind of energy. Speed and Rakai, like they're both crazy. Rakai is literally just copying the Speed blueprint, like acting fruity, acting crazy. I don't know what else, but yeah.
How outrageous he was. He honestly had the same reputation that Rakai is starting to pick up now. I wasn't gonna say not as the same, but yes, it's exactly the same because they both be doing little fruity sus stuff, and people be like, "Bro, it's little kids watching you. You gonna have little kids doing this thing, and it's cool." And that's exactly how ISO Speed got a lot of his criticism at the beginning of his career. But now, bro, everybody looks at ISO Speed almost like he's the go-to streaming. Like,
now, don't get me wrong. I overly stand that woman that was trying to correct them inside the pet store. She was a teacher, and she was trying to give a simple message to these young men that I just want you to make it home tonight. She'd probably seen that same collective of gentlemen time and time again throughout her entire career and saw some of them not make it home, whether it be because they were in the back of a police car or worse. And although I think he was playing around and being his normal self, I don't think that those words or any other words of encouragement that people have given Rakai over the past few years have gone on total deaf ears. Now, sure, he still has to be who he is, make the content that got him popular and successful. Hey, it's just the price of virality in 2026. But I have seen him do some good things. Hell, even some great things. Like when he shut down that store in a mall in Syracuse and did a whole giveaway for a bunch of different kids.
That's wholesome, man.
Or like when he went to Walmart after getting banned from Twitch from stealing and did a whole rose giveaway in the parking lot. Thought that that was kind of cool.
What's your name?
Luciana?
God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know, wonderful lady, man.
Thank you.
Excuse me. There you go.
I think people still have to take into consideration that he is a kid at the end of the day. He's not gonna have it all immediately. It'll come gradually, but just stay patient with him because he could be the next iShow Speed. He could be the next Kai Cenat. He could be the next big streamer, whoever that may be. And if you're tired of him, listen, I don't have any pushback. I could understand why. Cut him off, mute him, block him, do whatever you need to do. And also don't feel bad about when you ultimately do come back on the hype train. There's nothing wrong with that. But just know that maybe this era of Rakai isn't for you, but hopefully the next one will be.
Okay. Well, man, interesting take. I mean, you got a lot of these old haters, so do with that as you will. I think it's cool what he's doing, man, and I'll be following along. If you enjoyed this kind of content, give a like, a sub. It's your boy Trippy. Peace.